the former Health Minister and now lingering MP Nadine Dorries made several claims about the cost of training doctors in the UK, but her statements were slightly different in two sources. Now, one was in an article in the Daily Mail and the other was in a tweet. But anyway, hello there, and I do hope you're all well, and I do hope you all had a fantastic weekend too. Now, in the Daily Mail article, Dorries claimed that the cost to public funds for training someone to become a GP or surgeon could reach close to £500,000. However, in a tweet, she mentioned that the cost of training someone until they became a doctor, not specifying the seniority level, is much less. Now, the Personal Social Services Research Unit, the PSSRU, at the University of Kent estimated that the total cost of training someone until they finish medical school is £244,730. Some of the funding for public courses comes from public funds, but students also contribute through loans that are eventually repaid. Taking into account government estimates from 2018 that loans accounted for about 28% of the cost, the ultimate cost from public money to train a doctor would be around £175,000. Now, regarding the claim about UK trained doctors moving abroad, Dorries stated in her newspaper article that almost half of GPs and surgeons move to Australia and New Zealand after qualifying. Now, in a tweet, she mentioned it was almost half of doctors. From some medical schools, Full Fact, an organisation that fact-checks claims, as you all know, could not find conclusive evidence on this point, but based on the available evidence, it appears unlikely to be true. Shocker, eh? Anyway, data from the General Medical Council shows that about 89% of UK trained doctors who graduated in 2015 were still registered in 2021, indicating that most doctors do not leave their job soon after graduating. Now, additionally, the OECD data shows that there were 9,725 UK trained doctors working in Australia or New Zealand in 2021, which would be an enormous share of UK trained doctors in these countries if almost half of them had moved there. Now, in summary, Dorries claimed in a tweet that it cost the public about £500,000 to train a doctor is incorrect, but a statement in the newspaper article that the approximate cost of training a GP or a surgeon may be £500,000 and could be plausible. Now, the claim about UK trained doctors moving abroad, particularly to Australia and New Zealand, appears unlikely to be true based on the available data. But hey, why let facts get in the way of a good story, yeah? Now, I know this is something different to what I normally do, but Parliament's in recess, so I'm kind of at a loose end, so I'm just trying different material and I'm just asking you, what do you think about the story? Bit of a fibber, ain't you? Anyway, let me know down below, and if you've made it this far, give the video a like. It all helps, doesn't it? And if you're really into your stuff like House of Commons and select committee meetings, subscribe. That's what I do here. And then anyway, what harm will it do? Also, I will leave both articles in the description box below from Full Facts and the Daily Mail, but although I'm not sure why you'd want to read anything from the Daily Mail or Mad Nadine anyway, so don't know why you'd want to, but anyway, I shall leave the video here, and until the next time, I shall bid you farewell and take care.